From Missouri is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I want to thank the gentlelady from Minnesota for yielding. The last 24 hours we need to just step back and look at it. And I need to remind my members and remind the folks across the aisle that what we've just witnessed is a circus. And also remind them that this is the people's house. This is not Pelosi's palace. This is the people's house. The middle of July, we were supposed to mark up a budget in the House Budget Committee, but the Democrats did not have the votes.
The gentleman will suspend. The House will be in order. The gentleman may proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Before the August recess, we were supposed to pass the House budget. The Democrats did not have the votes. Yesterday, up until about 1 a.m. this morning, in fact, we were going to pass the House budget, but the Democrats did not have the vote. So now they have a scheme before us, a scheme that they're putting the Bernie's budget with the transportation bill, which is not even going to be voted on today, not even going to be voted on this week, not even going to be voted on this month, along with a voting rights bill, because they can't pass Bernie's budget. You know why they can't pass Bernie's budget? Is because the American people are fed up with the Democrats' reckless spending. Right now, we are facing the Biden inflation crisis. We are facing the Biden border crisis. We are facing the Biden energy crisis. And we are facing the Biden Afghanistan crisis. Yet, they bring forth a budget resolution that only makes those crises worse. $68 trillion in new spending, the most spending in the history of this country. $17 trillion of debt, the largest increase of debt. In fact, more debt than the entire economies of every country in the world except for the United States. Bernie Sanders may have lost the presidential primary, but his policies have won. Bernie Sanders controls this chamber along with the liberal squad. But the American people are watching, and they are fed up, and they are letting the American people know whenever this chamber changes and we actually bring order back to the House of Representatives. I yield back.
The gentlewoman reserves. The gentleman from Colorado is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. You know, it's interesting. I don't remember the ranking member complaining about the deficit 3 years ago when they passed tax cuts for billionaires across our country to the tune of $2 trillion in terms of adding it to the deficit. I don't remember them complaining about process when they had to do 3 rules within a time period of 6 weeks to try to repeal the Affordable Care Act back in 2017. I heard much today